I've been going to the gym since high school. The reason I started going to the gym was because I was a chubby little kid in middle school, in my first year of high school, and honestly, I was just kind of getting tired of getting bullied and being called lazy. So I lost weight, I gained some muscles, and people started treating me way differently after basically all of that. And people did not expect me to lose weight because people kept bringing it up all the time. And like, remember when you were chubby in high school or blah, 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 or like this year? And honestly, it didn't really bother me that much, but it was just kind of annoying because, like, I'm like, yeah, I lost weight. Like, get over it now. You don't have to keep talking about it anymore. But, anyways, people were way nicer to me and treated me better. To this day, people still treat me pretty well ever since I had this, like, pretty privilege. I didn't really know about it when I was in high school. I didn't even know about attraction that much and, like, the psychology behind it and how it basically changes everything. But I can attest that it is a thing for sure, that pretty privilege is definitely a thing. So I guess you can say bullying works. Well, it did for me, I guess. I didn't get shredded, and to this day, I'm still not shredded because I do like to eat and I like good food and stuff. And honestly, it's not something I've really been, it's not really like a life goal of mine. I just want to keep myself relatively healthy. I'm still decently in shape. However, the internet wouldn't think so because of all the skewed body positivity things that are happening on the internet on what the average person looks like. But that's for another video. Like, I've never wanted to take steroids. Don't really plan on doing it unless I really need to. But anyways, so I started working out in high school. I didn't know anything about lifting, so I basically just ran a lot and did a lot of cardio. I kind of switched between the treadmill, the elliptical, and the stairmaster when I first started working out. And I also played soccer, and then I would just do more cardio. So when I went to the gym, it was just basically cardio between that and soccer. So I was losing weight pretty quickly, and I didn't really have any build on me though. So I kind of ended up was a little bit skinny fat, I guess. Then I started lifting with some of my friends, and they were kind of helping me and taught me new things and how to like lift and all this stuff. I didn't take any like lifting classes, like strength training classes in high school, which I kind of regret, but like it's not really that big of a deal. I just did typical gym class because it was an easy A, and I didn't really feel like, I don't know, trying that hard in the gym or something. So, anyways, I was learning more about exercises and compound exercises and like forms and like all that stuff. Basically, all the stuff you need to know for the gym. At this time, it was brand new to me, and I was excited to learn. And I personally enjoy learning, so I was going on YouTube and taking some notes, which basically wasn't a problem for me. And then once college came, I started gaining more confidence and stuff because I realized people were starting to hit on me more. I was still going to the gym in college because I made time for it. And of course, sometimes it's hard to be consistent just because some weeks were harder than others, but it was kind of just a good way to like blow off some steam. I didn't really go out of my way to like improve a lot when I was in college. It was kind of just something to do because I didn't really know what to do with my time. But anyways, I was starting to gain confidence, which was nice because I never really thought of myself as an attractive person. So it really helped me realize that I wasn't ugly, which I guess is nice. Some good news. That's when I realized people started treating me differently, was in college. I mean, also college is a lot different than high school because people don't really have their cliques anymore unless you're like in a frat or sorority. But I didn't really go hang out with those people that often. I didn't really party that much in college. I didn't really live that like college experience. And I kind of started doing that experience a little bit later, but I guess that's for a different video. So as of recently, I stopped going to the gym this year. I don't know when did I cancel my membership. I think it was just earlier this year. I don't remember when I canceled it, but you're probably wondering like, why do you think the gym is overrated after it like basically changed your life? I was an avid gym goer for about 8 years. I was pretty consistent with it. I would go about 3 times a week, probably 3 to 5. I guess it just kind of depends. And I would try out new things. However, my goal was never to be a gym rat or to be shredded or to be the strongest. I kind of was just going just to go. I liked going because I could see my friends. Plus, it was just something to do because life is just low key boring. And after I lost weight, I just kept going. However, I don't think I went to improve all of that much. Like, I wasn't keeping track of like my reps or like the weight I was doing. So I think that was an issue. And that's just where I fell short. I started plateauing, and after newbie gains, I still went. I mean, after the newbie gains, I was still going, and I slowly got stronger and got a better physique and started getting some broader shoulders, some bigger lats and stuff. There's only one problem though, was like the gym was just starting to get boring. Like I eat relatively healthy, so I really haven't gained weight or lost much either. I kind of just stay around like 165 or like something around there. The most I ever weighed was like 180, but that's because I was eating a lot and I was like going through this bulking phase, and I was like, it wasn't really necessary though because I was kind of already getting more fat, and I was like, dude, I don't want to be fat again, so I slimmed down. But yeah, the gym was just getting really boring. Even when I was like switching up routines or changing the workouts or stuff like that, it started to feel like a chore. And I guess after for going for so long, I was just starting to get bored, and got to the point where I just started to hate going. So I wanted something new, and I just wanted some new stimulation. So I decided to cancel my membership at Planet Fitness. Then I just kind of wanted to see what else I could do. So I started doing calisthenics. This has been more fun for me as of recently, just because it is something new. And I kind of enjoy like the flexibility part of it and like the different exercises that help with like different ranges of motion too. And honestly, it's a lot harder too. And something that's good about calisthenics that a lot of it is core. And I hated working my core, which is unfortunate because it's like probably like the best thing you could probably do for your body, for your like your lower back and stuff, and like longevity. But anyways, it's good for your core and everything, which is going to help me and all that kind of stuff. And I kind of just started working out at home as well. I want to get better at it too, so I can work out like outside too. So that's kind of what I've been doing with calisthenics, and I've also been running a lot more too. Like I really enjoy going outside and going for a run around like a lake near my place, and or maybe just like in the mountains or like going on a hike. The runner's high also feels good too. And something I really want to do is get back into dancing. I started dancing when I was like in high school, like the popping animation style, like those people that look like robots. That was something I was really into, and it's actually really fun for me because I just like listening to a lot of different music and stuff. So I might be looking at like classes for that. I mean, that's just kind of what I realized, that there's like more ways to like, be healthy and stuff. And you just like don't have to go to the gym. So that's kind of why I'm saying the gym is kind of overrated. Like there's a lot more things you can do. Like I don't know if these things are just more fun to me just because as of recently and I just want to learn something new. I mean, who knows? I might go back to the gym. But for now, I'm just going to embrace the change and just not go to the gym. I mean, also I'm like saving money too in terms of just like working out at home or going for a run. If I do start taking classes, that might be a different way of doing things. But I mean, I guess the point of this video was to just, it's not to tell you to not keep yourself healthy, but I guess the point was just to say there are other ways to keep yourself healthy. Like, you don't always, like, it's like every dude just like, go to the gym, go to the gym. It's like you go through a breakup and you like, the first thing they tell you is go to the gym, which like it definitely does help. But I don't know. I just find more enjoyment through different things now. I don't know. I just don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again in like that kind of way. So yeah, try something new. That's why I think the gym is overrated. You do not need to go to the gym. Try other activities that you think you might enjoy. And I'm going to talk to you guys in the next one.